And now, Tiki Man Radio is proud to present the JBL Legends Travel Moment with Joe Leo. Take it away, Joe.
Morning, everybody. It's Joe Leo with the JBL Travel Group with this week's Travel Minute. And this week, I have a bunch of little things I want to talk about to bring you up to date on things that are happening. It's been a crazy week, of course, with the hurricane down south coming up through the Gulf, and our hearts and prayers go out to all those people down there. We had a ton of canceled flights, cruise lines that were diverted. It was a crazy week, but nothing that we can't handle, and nothing as serious as the people who had home damage and lost their lives in this tragic storm. So just to start off with, I want to talk about the Real ID driver's license. The Real ID driver's license, I've talked about a couple of times on the show, and it was proposed that as of May of 2025, that if you didn't have that, you could not fly domestically unless, of course, you had a passport. Now the TSA has proposed that the whole program be put off until 2027 to give people more time. I don't know why they need more time. This was announced in 2005, and 95% of the delays were because the states weren't ready. And then last year they announced it was going to go into effect this year. Now it's going to be 2027. So what's going to happen is starting in May of 25, when it was supposed to go into effect, if you're using a driver's license to fly anywhere within the United States and you show up at an airport, they're not going to turn you away, but they're going to give you a warning and say, hey, here's what you need to do, but you need to be compliant because in May of 27, if you don't have this or a passport, you are not flying anywhere within the United States. So that's just an update on that. I think it's a little nuts, but if you have your Real ID driver's license, if you don't have it, go get one. And like I said, if you have a passport, you don't have to rush out and get one because that's going to be fine. The other thing I want to talk about, I talked about a couple of weeks ago, was the new visa requirements for traveling to the United Kingdom and a bunch of the European countries. And you're going to need to apply for that starting in 2025. So what they're going to do is they're going to start to phase it in between January and April of 2025. And I'm going to put the website up here so you can look at the specific ones. It's land or sea. Now, if you're dealing with us, when we give you your travel documents, we highlight all the stuff that you need and guide you through the process. But I'll put that website up there just so that you can take a look at it. And then the last thing is, they've been talking about passport renewal online, and they did a trial period there back between 22 and 23, and it was supposed to be live in December of 23, and it never happened, but it is live now, and you can renew your passport online as long as you meet the criteria, which is listed there on the first page. It'll save you some time in mailing it in or going to an agency. However, if you do need it for a trip coming up, in the next 2 to 3 months, an emergency passport renewal, you cannot do that online. So I'm going to put that link up here too. You've heard me mention this before. It's travel.state.gov. This website gives you a lot of information, not only about passport renewal, but other countries you're traveling to and what the travel advisories are, if they're high, they're low, etc. Excuse me. So it's a great resource to have, travel.state.gov. Anyway, again, if you have any questions about traveling anywhere, what kind of requirements you need, how long does my passport have to be valid for, just give me a call to JBL Travel Group, 732-831-5200. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. This is Joe Leo with this week's JBL Travel Minute.
Thanks, Joe. Always travel with someone you trust. JBL Legends Travel and Joe Leo. Reach out to him at 732-831-5200. The official travel company of Tiki Man Radio.